Today, for my daily horror movie reviews, we get back to our standard fare with the 1988 slasher flick, Iced. I vaguely recall seeing this on a So Bad It's Good list somewhere, and that takes place at a ski resort, but I don't know much more about it. The movie starts off with a group of friends on a ski trip. Corey and Jeff both like the same girl, Trina, so they decide to race down the hill for her. And Corey wins. 4 years later, Trina and Corey are married, and the whole group has been invited to try out a new ski resort. Everybody gets there except for Eddie. His girlfriend doesn't think he's going to show up because they had a big fight beforehand. So what did happen to Eddie? Everybody breaks up into groups and individually talks about Jeff's death and that bastard Eddie never showing up for Diane. The resort's owner, Alex, played by the writer of the movie, shows up to tell them about the place, and Eddie's girlfriend immediately starts having sexual fantasies about him and tries to get him drunk.
Jeanette, what do you think you're doing out there?
Would you two just please both be my friends for 5 minutes and help me with this?
Apparently they do help her, because the next scene she's alone with Alex.
Play thrill seeker.
We're a lot alike. I come from a well-to-do family. Not megabucks like yours, but I went to good schools, was a debutante.
Oh, I could tell right away.
Well, it does leave its scars.
Lovely skin.
Thank you.
How's Eddie doing, by the way? And no, I'm not kidding. They actually do cut a scene of Jeff's car into that. They get a phone call telling them that they will be with Jeff soon. And one of the guys gets a phone call telling him that he's needed at the hospital. So, him and his girlfriend try to leave, but it doesn't go so well for them. Don't mention that the icicle changed shapes. Nobody's supposed to know. Even though they don't know that anybody's dead yet, Carl offers to protect Diane, and the bad guy sets up some bear traps. A couple things. First of all, what is with that weird cut shot of the icicles? Two, why does it look like he's setting bear traps up in the middle of the woods? The only one we see in the movie ends up being right outside the house. And I don't know what happens with that scene of him basically attacking her, because the very next scene, he's asleep in bed and she's, enjoying herself in the jacuzzi. While Trina and Cody are sleeping, Diane and Sale get killed. Sale got a couple shots off with his gun, which woke Cody up, and he gets stabbed. Trina finally wakes up in the morning and finds all the bodies, including poor Cody.
Corey? Corey? Corey, wake up. Corey, wake up.
Don't worry, he's fine. He's just sleeping. Be be alright. No, I'm not kidding. He actually is just sleeping. He wakes up and shoots the bad guy at the end. He's perfectly fine. This movie is ridiculous. Overall, this movie is just weird. It is so badly directed. There is so many mistakes and bad cuts and bad takes and continuity errors and bad decisions that I don't have time to show them all. The acting isn't much better. The motivation for the bad guy is our most convoluted, made-up one yet. He found Jeff's body and tried to rescue him, but injured his leg. So he blames Trina for sleeping with Corey instead of Jeff, because if she had slept with Jeff, Jeff wouldn't have died, he wouldn't have had to try to save him, and wouldn't have injured himself and could have became a championship skier. Got that? Good. For today's What Do We Learn, we go to Eddie. This movie gets 3 snowboarders out of 10. Horrible directing, not very good acting, ridiculous motives, and probably the worst ending in a movie ever. As a comedy, though, it gets an 8. I had to look this director up and see if he did anything else. And he made a movie called Beyond the Door 3. That is about a co-ed trying to lose her virginity so that the devil can't take over the world. And yes, my friends, it is a horror movie, so that's what we're watching next. Thank you for watching. This review got way too long. I had so much more to say about this movie. But, as always, I shall try to do better next time.